Archery is the coolest way to quickly deliver a pointed stick to something into which you want to put a hole. But it's not the easiest skill to pick up, so today we're going to get a lesson from Al at Queen's Archery. Hi, Al.
Hi, Max. Welcome to Queen's Archery.
How long have you been in the archery business?
I have been in this business for over 50 years.
That is so many years.
It is a lot of years.
Why is it called archery? Why is it not called arrowing or bowmanship?
Because when you shoot, you have to take into account at different distances the arch of the arrow.
It's been a good couple years for archery in movies and TV. I feel like there was that movie Brave. There was Katniss from the Hunger Games.
Absolutely.
Have you seen an influx of more young and female archery fans out there?
Exactly. A lot of women are taking up archery for the first time, and the scoring is done exactly the same way for both men and women.
So now that I know a little bit about archery, you think you can teach me how to master it?
I will make you into a professional archer.
Fantastic, let's do it. So this is the famous bullseye.
The word bullseye was created in the mid-1800s. The men of the village, well, they didn't have targets, so they would go out into the field where the cow pastures were, and they would find the skull of a bull.
At least the bulls were dead for it. I was going to say,
well,
I bet bulls hated this.
Right, that was a nice thing. And they would set the skull up on a post, and they would step back and they would shoot at it. The person that hit the skull in the eye would be considered hitting the bullseye.
I'm glad we no longer live in a world where there's just bull skulls everywhere. Is bullseye just about getting as close?
That's it.
That's
as simple as it is. There's the X. You see it right there.
Yep. I've seen a lot of movies where people put arrows in the bullseye and then another person splits that arrow in half.
The arrow.
Can you do that? I'd like to learn how to do that.
It definitely can be done. And actually, I have proof of it on the other side of this wall. There are a series of split arrows, which we call Robin Hoods, because that is the man that made the split arrow famous.
All right, the suspense is killing me, Al. Can we actually shoot a bow and arrow? Can I put my hand on it?
I can't wait to have you shoot a bow and arrow. This is the bow. Your fingers go on the string, one on top and two below, leaving room for an arrow in between your top and your bottom two fingers. Then place your thumb and pinky together. This is the rest position. Just remember the word rash, R-A-A-S-H, rash.
Great, I can do that.
This is the first R, rest. Then we put an arrow in the bow by taking your hand, turning it backwards, pulling it out, crossing over your hand, placing the back of the arrow onto the string with a clicking sound.
I make the sound or the arrow?
It'll make a sound.
Okay.
There you go. From rest, you raise your bow up into the ready position, bending it slightly at the elbow sideways. Then raise your back elbow high. Bent arm, high elbow.
This doesn't feel natural.
No, it's not.
You sure it's right?
This is correct. From ready, you go to the anchor position by pulling back, placing your finger in the corner of your mouth, then close your left eye to aim. That's your second A. You're aimed in the bullseye.
Yep.
Then the S is shoot.
How do I shoot?
Release the string. Just keep aiming.
Just keep aiming.
And release the string. And hold. That's the H. Hold as your follow through. Come back to the rest position, and that was a perfect shot. You have to do it again.
All right, I'm going to use your system, and I'm going to try to do it again.
Okay.
So
turn your hands backwards.
Lower down the arrow.
Right. And I won't tell you anything this time.
Feels great. It feels really great. It feels amazing.
You are the man.
I realize I'm only about 7 feet away from the target, but this is...
No, it doesn't matter.
Thank you so much.
You're
Rash works.
You are an accomplished archer.
So now you have what it takes to impress anyone. All you need is a bow, some arrows, a wide open space, bullseyes, training in a 6-part system called Rash, and mental focus. Great aim takes practice. Luckily, this is one beverage that always hits the spot. Cheers. Until next time, I'm Max Silvestri for Mental Floss, and Dos Equis reminding you to be more interesting.